Hi, I'm Dimple, your health and spiritual wellness mentor. January 8, 2026, 2009. Why your medication stopped working, and how to fix it. Your diabetes medication worked last year. This year? Nothing. 6 months ago, your medication was working perfectly. Your numbers were manageable. You felt in control. You thought you had this diabetes thing figured out. Now? Same medication. Same dose. But your blood sugar is creeping up week by week. Your A1C is rising. Your doctor wants to increase your dose or add another medication. Is my diabetes getting worse, you ask, worried? Maybe. But probably not. More likely, you've developed medication resistance, and it's completely reversible if you understand what's happening. The resistance problem. Here's what most doctors don't fully explain: diabetes medications don't cure diabetes. They manage symptoms while your lifestyle either heals the root cause or makes it progressively worse. If your lifestyle hasn't changed or has gotten worse, your body adapts to the medication over time. You need more and more medication to achieve the same blood sugar control you had initially. This phenomenon is called therapeutic resistance, and it happens with virtually all diabetes medications. Metformin loses effectiveness if you continue eating high-carb meals multiple times daily. Your liver just produces more glucose to compensate for the medication's glucose-suppressing effects. Sulfonylureas, these drugs force your pancreas to produce more insulin. Over time, your pancreas gets exhausted from this constant stimulation and actually produces less insulin than before. Insulin injections: the more external insulin you take, the more insulin-resistant your cells become. It's a vicious cycle. You need increasing doses just to maintain the same level of control. GLP-1 agonists: these work amazingly well initially, creating dramatic blood sugar improvements. But they plateau after several months if the underlying insulin resistance isn't addressed through lifestyle changes. The medication isn't failing you. Your body is adapting because the root cause, insulin resistance, is still progressing unchecked. The root cause reality. Type 2 diabetes isn't primarily an insulin deficiency disease, at least not initially. It's an insulin resistance disease. Your cells stop responding properly to insulin signals. Your pancreas compensates by producing more and more insulin. Eventually, your pancreas can't keep up with the demand. Your blood sugar rises, and you're diagnosed with diabetes. Medication helps your body process glucose more effectively. But if you're still engaging in behaviors that worsen insulin resistance, you're fighting a losing battle. Eating multiple high-carb meals and snacks throughout the day. Sitting for 10+ hours daily with minimal movement. Sleeping less than 6 hours per night consistently. Living with chronic stress that keeps cortisol elevated. Gradually gaining weight, especially around your midsection. Every one of these factors makes insulin resistance worse. The medication is trying to bail water out of a sinking boat while you're actively drilling more holes in the hull. The 3 resistance accelerators. 3 specific lifestyle factors accelerate medication resistance faster than anything else. Accelerator 1, constant eating, meal frequency. You eat breakfast at 8 a.m. Morning snack at 10 a.m. Lunch at noon. Afternoon snack at 3 p.m. Dinner at 7 p.m. Evening snack at 9 p.m. 6 eating events spread across 13 hours. Your insulin levels never drop. Your cells are bathed in insulin virtually all day, every day. When cells are constantly exposed to high insulin levels, they protect themselves by downregulating their insulin receptors. It's like living next to a train track. Eventually you stop hearing the trains because your sensory system adapts. Your medication is desperately trying to improve insulin signaling, but your constant eating pattern is literally teaching your cells to ignore insulin. Accelerator 2, sedentary lifestyle, lack of movement. You sit during your commute. Sit at your desk all morning. Sit during lunch. Sit all afternoon. Sit during your commute home. Sit during dinner. Sit watching TV all evening. 12 to 14 hours of sitting every single day. When muscles don't move regularly, they don't need glucose for fuel. When they don't need glucose, they become insulin resistant as a protective mechanism. Why would they absorb glucose they're not going to use? Your medication is trying to push glucose into cells, but your sedentary muscles are essentially saying, we don't need this glucose, we're not doing anything. Accelerator 3, Chronic sleep deprivation. You sleep 5 to 6 hours per night. Or you sleep 7 to 8 hours but poorly, waking frequently with low quality rest. Sleep deprivation makes you approximately 30% more insulin resistant the very next day. One night of poor sleep. 30%. If you're chronically underslept, you're chronically insulin resistant. The medication dose that would work perfectly with 8 hours of quality sleep is simply insufficient when you're only getting 5 to 6 hours. The reversal protocol. You can restore medication effectiveness without increasing doses. Here's the systematic approach. Step 1. Compress your eating window. Instead of eating across 13 hours, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., compress to 8 hours, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., or noon to 8 p.m. This gives your insulin levels a solid 16 hours daily to drop to baseline. Your cells regain insulin sensitivity during this extended fasting period. Your medication suddenly works better because your cells are listening again. You're eating the same total food just in a shorter time window. This one change can dramatically improve medication effectiveness within 2 weeks. Step 2. Strategic movement after meals. Walk for 10 minutes after breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 30 minutes total daily, but perfectly timed. Post-meal movement makes your muscles act like glucose sponges, pulling sugar directly from your bloodstream. This reduces the glucose burden your medication has to handle. Within 2 weeks of consistent post-meal walking, most people see their post-meal blood sugars improve by 20 to 40 points. Same medication, same food, just strategic movement added. Step 3. Prioritize sleep like medication. 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep is non-negotiable. Every single night. When you sleep adequately, your medication dose becomes effective again because your baseline insulin sensitivity is restored. Many people who fix their sleep find they can actually reduce their medication rather than increase it. Step 4. Reduce carbohydrate frequency. Instead of having carbs at every meal and snack, 6+ times daily, limit carbs to 1 to 2 meals per day. Same total carbohydrate amount if you want, just concentrated into fewer eating events. Your insulin doesn't spike as frequently throughout the day. Your cells maintain better insulin sensitivity. The medication lifestyle synergy. Here's the truth most people miss. Medication plus poor lifestyle equals temporary improvement, followed by resistance and dose escalation. Medication plus improved lifestyle equals sustained improvement, often with dose reduction over time. The medication buys you time to fix the lifestyle factors. If you don't use that time wisely, the medication gradually stops working. If you do use it wisely, you may eventually need less medication, not more. The real-world example. Let me tell you about Robert. He was on 2,000 milligrams of metformin daily. His blood sugar was creeping up despite perfect medication adherence. His doctor wanted to add insulin. Instead, Robert made 4 changes. Compressed eating window from 13 hours to 8 hours. Walk 10 minutes after each meal. Committed to 7.5 hours of sleep nightly. Limited carbs to lunch and early dinner only. 6 weeks later, same medication dose. Fasting glucose dropped from 168 to 121. A1C dropped from 8.4 to 7.1. Lost 12 pounds without calorie counting. Doctor postponed the insulin discussion. The medication didn't suddenly start working again. Robert's lifestyle stopped sabotaging it. The doctor conversation. If your doctor suggests increasing your medication, try this approach. Before we increase the dose, I'd like to spend 6 weeks optimizing my lifestyle to support the medication I'm already taking. Can we recheck my levels in 6 weeks before making changes? Most doctors will readily agree to this. Track your daily blood sugars meticulously. Show consistent improvement. Many people avoid medication increases, some even reduce their doses under medical supervision. The prevention strategy. If your medication is currently working well, protect that effectiveness. Don't start eating more frequently just because your blood sugar is controlled. Don't become more sedentary just because the medication is handling things. Don't sacrifice sleep because my numbers are good now. Medication effectiveness is a gift. Use it to build sustainable habits that reduce your dependence on medication over time, not increase it. The timeline. When you implement these changes, here's what typically happens. Week 1, you'll notice post-meal blood sugars starting to improve. Not dramatic yet, but trending better. Week 2 to 3, fasting blood sugars begin dropping. You have more energy. The medication seems to be working better. Week 4 to 6, significant improvements in all metrics. Your A1C trajectory changes. Your doctor is impressed. Week 8 to 12, you may be able to discuss dose reduction with your doctor if improvements continue. This isn't overnight magic. It's systematic reversal of medication resistance through lifestyle optimization. Conclusion. Your medication didn't stop working because diabetes is progressive or because you're getting worse. It stopped working because your lifestyle is actively creating resistance that the medication can't overcome. The solution isn't more medication. The solution is removing the resistance so your current medication can actually work. Starting today, choose one resistance accelerator to address. Eating frequency. Sedentary behavior. Sleep deprivation. Fix one for 2 weeks. Watch your numbers improve. Then fix the next one. Your medication is trying to help you. Stop fighting against it. Like, share, and subscribe for daily updates. I create helpful wellness videos every day for you. Thanks for connecting. Stay healthy, stay happy.